Explain the philosophy of how you build the team that Jaylen Brown didn't make the roster, but his teammate Derek White does. What goes into that decision?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. So, we went to training camp and we didn't have KD. KD was out, Kevin Durant, sort of coming back from a calf injury. And then Jason Tatum was late for arrival. He didn't show up the first 2 or 3 days. So, we ended up having to sort of play Anthony Davis and Bam Adebayo together. And we didn't know if that would work. I think going into camp, we thought, let's have three centers, much like in '96 when we had Akeem Olajuwon, David Robinson, and Shaquille O'Neal. And we'll rotate. All three of them are different. They provide different things. And so we'll have sort of a three-headed monster at the center position. But what we found, because we didn't have the numbers those first few days, was that Bam Adebayo and Anthony Davis can really play well together on both ends of the floor. And at times might be our best defensive lineup. So we kind of stumbled upon something and we learned something about our group during during those 4 days in Vegas. And so when we pivoted off of Kawhi Leonard, we said, okay, we got a little bit of a log jam now at the four position. LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Jason Tatum, now Bam Adebayo. All these guys can play the four, and we envisioned them playing the four. And so, okay, let's not bring another guy who might play that 3-4 position in. Let's bring in someone now who can really give us great defense at the point of attack. That was also a priority for putting this team together, being able to pick up full court, guard and pressure the point guards of opposing teams. And Jrue Holiday might be the best in the world at doing this. But having some injuries that we had during camp, well, what happens if Jrue gets hurt? And so Derek White might be the second best in the world at point of attack defense. So that was sort of the thought process, but we really learned about our team those days in Vegas and discovered something with Bam Adebayo and Anthony Davis on the court together that we really weren't thinking about prior to our arrival in Vegas.
Did you call Jaylen Brown to tell him or explain this
I,
to him?
go- I spoke to his agent, and I spoke to his agent. I don't know if that was before or after, things went out on Twitter. But yeah, I mean, I think this idea that there's a conspiracy theory. I always love a good conspiracy theory, but it was really truly a basketball decision, and these are tough decisions, and but having gone through this with the FIBA competition, you want to find the right balance and the right pieces on the court that we needed. And not to say that he wouldn't have been good. There's a lot of guys. You can go on a list of guys who are very capable and very, very, very qualified. But, for where we were, it was the right decision. And Derek White, I think will help us as we pursue goals.
Oh, yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in and Grant Hill, we got to spin the reel. You tried to pull the spin master effect on that boy Dan Patrick, but he's a seasoned vet. That's why he brought you right back to the question after you explained all that. Hey, man, did you hit him and his agent up and tell him what was going on or why Jaylen Brown did not make the team this year? And I'll be all the way 1,000 with y'all. Him not being elected out the gate could have already been a way, oh, well, Nike got something against me. That might have been how Jaylen Brown felt. But what turned it up even more, when y'all bring his teammate on, he'd go hard this year in the championship. But Jaylen Brown winning the MVP. Y'all chose Kawhi Leonard in the beginning, but when he get pulled back, then y'all go get my teammate. It's like, well, hold on, bro. I'm the MVP. I'm the star. I can play these roles as well. It just is what it is. And when he saw this with Grant Hill and the conspiracy theory term came out, he went to Twitter and said, Grant Hill calling me a conspiracy theorist is disappointing. I've been a VP since I was 21 years old. I have a great understanding Meaning he's saying, hey, bro, I got common sense. You're not going to run game on me. I know the politics. And the politics is Nike is the sponsor of Team USA. It's always going to be politics no matter where you live or work or anything like that. The entire world is based on politics. It is what it is. There's several levels and layers to these layouts and these type of conversations. And he is the VP of the National Basketball Players Association. Ben had that position for years now, as he said, and he will speak out directly to the way that he does for the players. He don't care who he offends. He don't care about the brands, as he has called Nike out publicly before. So it don't take a whole lot of thinking to look back and say, hey, yeah, my teammate White is a great player, great hooper, most definitely play his role, but I know I'm supposed to be on this team as well. I really could have been there, if we're going to keep it 1,000, before Kawhi Leonard. So when I see this go on, well, oh, y'all purposely trying to skip over me now. That's not him hating on his teammates, Jason Tatum or White or nothing like that. Those are his guys. They got a ship together. He just calling it out. And he's that type of guy that's vocal. And at times you need those people in those positions because they not going to sugarcoat it. They going to call it just how it is. And with Grant Hill right here, him being the manager of everything going on with Team USA basketball, you got put on the spot by Dan Patrick, and you did a lot of circle talking. I'm just keeping it all the way 1,000. He asked you a question. You went through the whole lineup. You could have got directly to the point and just got that understood. That's why Dan Patrick said, oh, nah, nigga, I got you here. Give me that answer. What I just asked you. You said a whole lot about this, a whole lot about that. Answer the question directly. And right now, that nigga Jaylen Brown ain't having it. He been called it out. He gonna keep calling it out. If you gonna speak on him, as he done called out everybody else, you gonna say you got this, you got some information. Put it out there, bro. Don't sugarcoat it. And that's the world he wanna be in this game. But it's the NBA. It's all about money. It's all about marketing. It's all about politics. And it's all about relationships, man. And they gonna continue to do this as all times and things like that. Him not being a Nike athlete as well, you got to know that player role in it. Nike gonna want to get their athletes in. He do wear Nikes when he hooping and stuff, but him not being a Nike athlete at the moment, hey bro, they gonna go for their people, their brand. It just is what it is, dog. And this any brand gonna do this. Let's keep it 1,000. This is how any brand would move. This is how any brand would act. From Adidas to Nike, anything you wear, they gonna play the political game, bro. Keeping it all the way 1,000 with y'all. Brown just one of the ones, he ain't afraid to speak on it and call it out directly once he see it. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.